How would you approach an employee about their poor work performance? I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and let me tell you how to answer this tough interview question. And I'll have a link to a page at the SHRM website because they really go into more detail than I'm going to. But the concepts are going to be the same. Number one, don't procrastinate. The longer you wait, the more that they start building a case that this was not important to you to bring it up to them. And number two is for some people, they're waiting for this conversation and they're waiting for you to actually talk with them. So when you do actually talk with them, avoid the chit chat because frankly, they're sitting there waiting, they know something's up, and the chit chat just delays the inevitable. So get right into the conversation. And in preparing for the conversation, number one is you have some talking points that you want to cover. And number two is you give them an appraisal of their performance at the beginning of the conversation and give them a couple of minutes to read it and digest it so that in this way you're on the same page and they're on the same page. Give specific examples. Bring up issues of failed expectations and failed performance. Don't focus on their intent. The fact that they're trying is irrelevant. The fact that you don't think that they care is irrelevant. This is all about performance, not their intentions here. Why this is happening isn't important, is that it's happening. So avoid that and don't give them any excuses. So the SHRM article gives the example of it's probably just as much our fault or my fault as it is yours. And I know that's because you're trying to cushion the hard blow, but what winds up happening is then your firm or you have an accountability problem that gives them a defense in case you have to terminate them. You also want to be aware of any biases you have. And thus, you're not focusing on code words that indicate, for example, labeling someone as too emotional or too rigid. And they use the example of an employee yelled and then failed to meet her deadlines, and thus the behaviors are unacceptable. The interpretation of why the behavior occurred is irrelevant. Listen to them. Take some notes of some of the things they say. And then in conclusion, clarify your expectations for what they should be doing going forward. Set specific objectives and talk about when you will meet next to review them. Again, the goal is to be clear in your communication. And if you need to have an HR person with you at that time, by all means do so. So if you're asked these questions, these are the points to hit on in your answer. And, I think one of the things that you would start off your answer with is no one likes to be in this situation. But, the fact of the matter is sometimes people are not performing. And, you can't avoid the conversations because all that happens is other people pick up that we're tolerating mediocrity or worse, and then they start to wonder why they have to do so much. And that sets you up for a conversation where you hit on some of these major points. I'm Jeff Altman. I hope you found this helpful. My website is thebiggamehunter.us. Go to the blog, go exploring. There's just going to be a lot there to help you. In addition, if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, you can schedule an initial free discovery call or schedule time for a coaching session so I can help you. At the site, you'll find out about my courses, books, and guides. You can do that there. And don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Have a terrific day, and most importantly, be great.